Video, we're going to have a look at solving surd equations. So another name for a surd is a square root, and it just means any sort of equation. So once we see the equal sign and then there's a square root involved, we're going to follow this process every time. So for us with a square root, our first step is always to get rid of it, and to do that we have to square the left side to get rid of the root, and if I square the left side of an equation I also square the right side. So the square and the root will cancel, and we'll have x plus 3 is equal to 4 squared, which is 16. Bring the 3 over, so we have x is equal to 13. And then the most important step in this process is to check our solution. So we found that x equals 13, and we're going to sub it back into the equation and verify it to make sure it's correct. So that gives us root 16 equals 4. Into your calculator or in your head, root 16 will give me 4, and 4 equals 4. So there's my answer. So our reason for checking the answer is to verify that the value we got does in fact work or satisfy the equation. In surd equations, it's possible to get more than one answer. If we get two answers, both of those answers may work, but there are situations where only one works. So that's why we always verify our answers. Okay, if we look at this second one, a little bit more to it. So again, we know we're going to square both sides. So the left side, the square and the root will cancel. We get 4x minus 3 is equal to, usually easiest to just write your bracket out twice. And we know brackets mean multiply, so we get 4x squared minus 2x plus 1. We tally that up, we get 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. I'm going to move everything to the right. We'll just rewrite this to read from left to right. So we can go for guide method or minus b. Here we have a quadratic, so we know we're going to get two answers. If we wanted to, we could have factorized out by 4 here, make it a smaller quadratic, and then go into guide method. But same difference if we go for minus b or not. So we know we're going to get two answers, and we're going to verify both answers and either confirm that both of them work, one works, or neither works. Okay, so we get x equals 1. Or x equals 1. So we have the same answer twice here. So we only need to check it once. So we're going to sub that into the equation. So we get 4, or the root of 4 times 1 minus 3 is equal to 2 times 1 minus 1. 4 1s are 4 minus 3, so root of 1 is equal to 2 minus 1. Into your calculator, root 1 gives you 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. And that works there, and we've verified. So our answer at the end is that x is equal to 1. Okay, so there's an example there of two straightforward enough surd equations. So the main thing is when we see the square root, to get rid of it we need to square both sides because we have an equation. And then after that, like our first example, it might be pretty straightforward and we solve and get one answer. Or a second example, a little bit more to it, we end up into a quadratic, which we know will give us two answers. Regardless of which type of equation we end up with, we always verify our answers. If you fail to reject an answer at Leaving Cert higher level, it will cost you marks. It'll leave you usually on a high partial credit. So if this was a 10 marker, you'd be on maybe 7 or 8 out of 10. If it's a 5 marker, you could be on 3 or 4 out of 10. So very easy marks to get, and I suppose easy marks to throw away. So just always verify your answer. Okay, so there's our video for surrogate equations.